Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brooke Logan formerly again pushed Hope Logan to just put John Finnegan out of her mind. Hope cracked up raving about how tyrannous and vengeful Steffy Forrester could be. After Hope said she was starting to reach her breaking point, she was summoned across the hall on Steffy's orders. In the CEO office, Steffy, Ridge Forrester, and Carter Walton went over the bottomless early protrusions for Hope for the future. Although Finn and Taylor Hayes offered to leave, Steffy prompted them to stay for Hope's bad news. Once Brooke joined Hope for the meeting, Carter brought up the early protuberance figures since the line was still underperforming. Grounded on all the body language and pessimistic commentary, Hope realized she was getting the last chance she wanted to turn effects around. It left Hope pushing Steffy and the others to tell her if they were cutting Hope for the future. At Il Giardino, Liam Spencer quizzed Will Spencer about the possibility of Bill Spencer and Katie Logan reuniting. Will was a little sprat who demanded his parents back together, but he supported the idea if Bill could treat Katie right this time and make her happy. At Bill's house, he got updates on Katie's earlier hassle with Poppy Nozawa, which gave Katie an occasion to apologize to her. Bill sang Katie's praises and admitted she was the one person who understood the real him. After Bill pushed for an honest answer on Friday's B&B occasion, he asked if Katie was happy. Bill allowed. Back to when he used to come to Katie and always knew what she was feeling. Katie admitted she was indeed happy, especially now that Will was home. Bill suggested about the possibilities ahead with them spending time together since they were still a beautiful little family. Katie and Bill still have a chance at love, so we'll pass along prognostications on how they might make on their renewed spark. Hope Logan's fashion line was cut. Steffy Forrester Finnegan has an followership when she delivers awful news to her rival. Plus, Bill Spencer and Katie Logan reconnect. Also, Liam Spencer and Will Spencer have a heart-to-heart. Brooke Logan repeats what Hope said about John Finnegan sluggishly. You do and suppose Steffy appreciates Finn? Hope says not the way Steffy should. Brooke is frightened by what Hope is saying. At Forrester Creations, Finn tells Steffy he appreciates every single moment they've together. Taylor Hayes smiles and Ridge Forrester walks in with Carter Walton. Ridge tells them that they need to talk about Hope's fashion line. Liam and Will are dining at Il Giardino. They talk about Luna Nozawa and Penelope Poppy Nozawa. Liam is upset about Will. Katie is still at Bill's manse. Katie is on a business call when Bill walks in, surprised to see her still there. Katie tells Bill that Poppy was there. Will is still blown down and feels sad for Bill. Liam and Will both confess they were thrilled about Bill's new love. Liam and Will are both surprised Bill fell for Luna's act. Katie smugly says she hopes Poppy stays with Lee Finnegan permanently. Not awkward or hopeless at each, Katie. Bill says he hasn't made a decision about the future yet. Seeing that Bill doesn't suppose negatively about Poppy, Katie brags about apologizing to her rival. Katie batons her eyelashes while moving indeed closer to Bill. Oh, please. Steffy is apprehensive that Hope for the future is underperforming. Hope says it's just an observation. Brooke says it's dangerous and her compliances are about someone different Lee's marriage. Brooke tells Hope to pull Finn out of her mind as she can't be going after another woman's hubby. Liam says Katie was right to be bothered. Will says Katie was more upset about Poppy than Luna. Liam agrees, but says Katie still had an instinct. Liam asks Will if he wants Bill and Katie to reunite. Bill tells Katie she was wrong about Poppy, but right about commodity being off. Bill was so agitated about having a son. Katie understands and was agitated for him too, but couldn't get past her gut feeling. Bill credits Katie with helping the verity come out. Steffy Forrester Finnegan's followership The Bold and the Beautiful recap for Friday, September 13th, Finn and Taylor stay during the Forrester Creations meeting with Hope's fashion line. Weird, they do work there. Ridge says a decision must be made about Hope's line. Hope doesn't want a lecture. Brooke is speaking out of love and concern. Hope is tired of it. Brooke continues telling Hope that going after Finn will only lead to misery. Liam will bring up how Bill hurt Katie in the history. Bill gushes about Katie's accomplishments. Bill says Katie gets the real him. Bill asks Katie if she's happy. Finn and Taylor stand and hear as Steffy, Ridge, and Carter talk about Hope's fashion line. Brooke warns Hope that this could get unattractive if she's not careful. Brooke asks Hope not to make the same miscalculations. Brooke reminds Hope that she didn't want to be like her. Hope makes an awkward joke. Hope addresses about following her heart, commodity Brooke always said. Brooke says if Hope follows her heart to Finn, there will be nothing but trouble. Hope says that Steffy is tyrannous, vengeful, and oppressor. Hope is summoned by Steffy via textbook. Taylor asks Ridge if he's ending Hope's line. Bill admits he thinks about Katie a lot. Bill makes an emotional speech and Katie is getting all the feels. Katie says she's happy, especially now that Will is home. Bill talks about possibilities and spending further time together. Indeed, though they aren't married presently, Bill tells Katie they still have a beautiful little family. Carter says nothing wants to cut HFTF, but this is a business and gains matter. Hope and Brooke walk in. Hope says she assumed she was summoned for a business meeting. That's right, Finn and Taylor, that's your cue to go back to your own jobs. Finn and Taylor don't take the hint. Steffy says she did summon Hope for a business meeting. Brooke asks, with Finn and Taylor? Brooke mentions last time she checked, Forrester Creations didn't have a diminutives or straitjacket line. Good one, Brooke. Steffy awkwardly smiles and says she told Finn and Taylor they could stay and hear. Steffy still doesn't explain why Finn and Taylor are privy to Forrester Creations business. Hope and Brooke sit down. Brooke mentions she had no idea about the meeting. As Hope harangues about Steffy wanting to cut her line again, Carter hands her the protrusions. The figures are dismal and getting worse. Brooke gasps as she looks at the protrusions. Hope wants further time again. Steffy starts to open her mouth, but Ridge interjects. Hope reasons the figures are early protrusions and the factual deals could be much advanced. Ridge says they can't run a business on wishful thinking. Hope asks if this is the end of her fashion line. Nothing seems to be going right for Hope Logan this time. She started 2024 by not accepting Thomas Forrester's marriage offer but agreeing to wear his ring on a chain around her neck like a teenager. By March, when Hope formally again said no, she set up herself each alone. Thomas took off with Douglas Forrester to Paris and fell for Paris Buckingham. Hope was stunned when Thomas came home engaged to Paris before leaving LA again. So, Hope set her sights on another one of Steffy Forrester Finnegan's misters and was pithily rejected. And that's not all. Hope's professional life is going upwardly. Now, comes the worst news yet. Steffy feels she has to do down with Hope for the future. The line is faltering without Thomas, but should that say commodity to Steffy? Maybe she should move Thomas to come home and work with Hope again. Since she'd no way do that, she decides to make Hope's life indeed worse than it formerly is. Liam Spencer and Will Spencer allowed. They had a brand new family and now they do'n't. While that doesn't bother them on the face, they still feel emotionally affected by all that just happened to Bone Bill Spencer. Do they realize how lonely their father is that he was looking for a brand new family? Perhaps it's time for them to do commodity about that. Will wants his parents back together in the worst way. Does he ask for Liam's help to reunite Katie Logan, Heather Tom, and Bill? It's clear that Katie wants Bill back, but she isn't about to swallow her pride and say that out loud. But, if Liam and Will can give her a little punch, she might. Is it time for Bill's overgrown sons to take matters into their own hands, to eventually make the publishing mogul happy?